capital of the world. See it live. It's the Crown Royal 400 at the Brickyard. For tickets, go to ims.com today.
Every customer follows a unique path with ever-changing expectations, and every one of them wants support when and where they need it. Keeping up can be a challenge. With a cloud contact center, you can deliver a consistent customer experience across every channel, transforming engagement and putting you ahead of your competition. Visit ININ.com to find out more.
Whether you spend your time hauling race cars across the country, bringing cattle to market, riding horses, or heading out for adventures, there's a Featherlite perfect for you. Built for extreme durability and easy pulling, you get legendary quality that can last a lifetime. Featherlite, yours for life. It's the official trailer of IndyCar. Visit our website to find out more or to find a Featherlite dealer near you.
Graham Rahal grabs the lead. Graham Rahal grabs the lead. You'll see the white flag. Graham Rahal. You'll see the white flag. You'll see the white flag. There's the checkered.
Sunoco, the essence of racing.
Family road trip, fun. Check engine, not fun, but you've got hum. That's like driving with this guy. All you do is press this, and in plain English, you'll know what's wrong. If you do need a mechanic, just press this.
Thank you for calling Hum.
And if you really need help, help will find you automatically, 24/7, even way out here, because you put this in here. Hum by Verizon, the technology designed to make your car smarter, safer, and more connected. Put some smarts in your car.
Experience the thrill from closer than ever before when the Ultimate Motorsports Series takes to the sky. 265 miles per hour, 10 G's of force. The Red Bull Air Race World Championship is coming to Indianapolis Motor Speedway, October 1st and 2nd. Tickets now on sale.
Once again, fans, welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway as we prepare for the 100th running of this terrific event. We are awaiting the arrival of all of the drivers who will be involved in this year's field of 33. Roger Penske just walking behind me as we speak. He'll be driving that pace car. We have all kinds of presentations to be made today, so if you'll just bear with us, so we can get the drivers in position. When we do, we'll start the program Again, we're very happy you're here today, and I see you folks way down the main straightaway, down at the upper deck down there. Good to have you here, too. Our presentation, our ceremonies will be up on the video board throughout the day. So again, we'll get at it just a couple of minutes. We would ask the drivers to please take their seats. Special guest, if you would also do the same. We'll have to get the program underway. Got to get these guys and gals downtown for the parade today. And again, drivers, please. Drivers, to your seats. How you doing? Once again, drivers, if we could ask you to please get to your position on in the stands, and we're about set to go. Well, we're gaining on it. Again, drivers, please to your seats. Special guests, please take your seats likewise, and we're about set to go. Mary Holman George directly in front of our podium and being presented a very special ring. Mary Holman George receiving a very special pendant directly in front of us here, right next to the Borg-Warner Trophy. Congratulations, Mary. Well, I think we're just about ready, fans. Thank you all for coming out today, by the way. Huge crowd. It just gets larger and bigger and better every year. Waiting for the Holman George family and their guests to get seated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the final drivers' meeting prior to the 100th running of the greatest spectacle in racing, the Indianapolis 500. In addition to the drivers' meeting, we take this time to award individuals on their deserving accomplishments and celebrate all the legends that have raced here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You may have noticed to my left we have a number of former drivers and former winners here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So if you gentlemen would please rise and be acknowledged by this huge crowd here today. I saw Lone Star JR, I saw Bobby Unser. Guys, all stand up. There's Al. M.O. How about this, boys and girls? It is great to have you guys and gals here on this 100th anniversary. It is very, very special. In 2015, we were thrilled to celebrate an Indianapolis 500 champion that amazed us all with his ability to battle from the back of the field, started midway in the pack, and take the checkered flag. And at this time, we'd like to welcome Ken Keltner to present the Indianapolis 500 Champion of Champions ring to our winner, Juan Pablo Montoya. Juan Pablo Montoya, don't get too comfortable, you'll be back. Firestone, as you well know, is the sponsor of the winning car owner's ring, which is finally crafted by the folks at Herff Jones. And here to present the ring and to announce the Firestone Legends of the Indianapolis 500 Award, our friend Gary Garfield, the CEO, President, and Chairman of Bridgestone Americas of Bridgestone Americas.
Morning. I can't think of a better place to be than right here for the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500. What a weekend this is going to be. Firestone was here at the very beginning when Ray Haroon crossed the finish line on Firestone tires in the very first Indy 500. 66 racers have crossed the finish line since then on Firestone tires, and we are here today. And now it's my great privilege to present the owner's ring to the winner of last year's Indianapolis 500. Last year was a very close race. Juan Pablo Montoya and Will Power battled at the end, and at the end, Juan Pablo came out on top, bringing to this team their 16th Indianapolis 500 win. This team is a legend in Indianapolis racing, in all of racing. They've won at every level. He is known as the captain. He's the man, Roger Penske. Ladies and gentlemen,
Gary, thank you very much, and congratulations to all you guys up here. You're going to experience probably the greatest time of your life here on the 100th running. It's a real pleasure for me, obviously, to compete with this team. But, you know, we couldn't do it without Firestone and what they've given us for a tire that's been so consistent, you know, for so many years. And I know that having been here and had success. But, Gary, your team out here has been outstanding up and down the pit lane, you know, every single day. You folks don't realize that these guys are relying on Firestone to look at the tires as they come in after every practice lap, and certainly during the race, you know, we're counting on success. So, again, congratulations, and Gary, thank you, and the whole Firestone team. It's a real honor to be here. Thank you.
In addition, Firestone proud to present their Legends Day Award, and this year the award of $20,000 being presented to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Hall of Fame. Here to accept the award on behalf of the museum is Betsy Smith, the Executive Director of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Foundation, and Gary is back again.
So for 3 years in a row, we've awarded a charitable donation of $20,000 to a legend of the Indianapolis 500. With this, the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500, there is no better institution to receive the award than the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum, which sole mission is to honor and celebrate all of the legends of the last 100 runnings of the Indianapolis 500. Betsy, it's my pleasure to present to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum this check for $20,000.
Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Gary. We are also pleased today to have with us representatives from Borg-Warner. You see this big trophy down here. The guards brought that out, and I explained to them, if you break it, you bought it. They weren't too happy with that. Borg-Warner has sponsored the most coveted prize in auto racing, one of the most prestigious awards in all of sport, this beautiful Borg-Warner Trophy. In addition to the sponsorship of the trophy, Borg-Warner has presented $130,000 to 2015 Indianapolis 500 winner Juan Pablo Montoya. It is my pleasure now to introduce James Ferrier, the president and CEO of Borg-Warner Emission Systems. He makes the presentation to Juan Pablo. James?
Good morning. You guys are quiet. Good morning. There we go. There we go. So, boy, it's become quite a tradition as we're here on Memorial Day weekend, where race fans here in Indy and actually all around the world kind of come together and think of not just the Indy 500, but this wonderful trophy, the Borg-Warner Trophy. And many of you know the trophy carries a likeness of every winning driver from its very first race back in 1911. And I got to tell you, I can't wait to see which one of these drivers will be going on next for the 100th race. We're very proud of the trophy, and we're also very proud of the Borg-Warner turbochargers that will be powering all the cars again tomorrow, just as they have done since 2012. So I think we're heading for an epic race, and presenting the Borg-Warner Trophy will be a big thrill for me tomorrow. But before tomorrow, we want to recognize last year for a moment. And we're going to celebrate last year's winning driver, Juan Pablo Montoya, and of course last year's winning owner, Roger Penske. So first, a quick word about Juan. I'll say it this way, the guy really likes the track. He won on his first Indy 500, his very first attempt back in 2000. Then he came back in 2014, and he finished a real good race, finished 5th. So last year, he had a lot of damage to the car. I think at one point he was right at the back of the race. And you know what? He came through, he ran an incredible race, charged himself to the front, and got the win. So we should think about that. That's an incredible thing. He's won 2 of the 3 times he's raced this Indy 500. So good luck tomorrow, Juan. And hopefully your fans can cheer you on, and maybe you get 3 out of 4. Now, what can I say about Mr. Indy 500 himself, Roger Penske? Last year marked his 16th Indy 500 win. But I also know he's hungry for more. He's not stopping at 16. I do know that. And Roger's win total and longevity is unmatched. He's had Indy wins in 5 decades, spanning from 1972 to 2015. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? We wish him a lot of luck tomorrow and throughout all of 2016 as Team Penske celebrates their 50th anniversary. So now it's trophy time, And you can see this beautiful trophy in front of you. It weighs in at about 110 pounds. As you can see, it's over 5 feet tall, and it's valued at over $3.5 million. So we take a lot of care of it. And back in 1989, Borg-Warner, we started a new tradition, and that was to give out the smaller trophies that you see there, which we call the baby Borgs. And this was our way of letting the drivers and the owners have a little keepsake that they can keep in their trophy case. So you can see that a little bit smaller, but they are personalized, and I think you'd agree they're still priceless. So please join me in celebrating Juan Pablo Montoya and Roger Penske.
Juan Pablo Montoya, Roger Penske, baby Borgs. Congratulations, gentlemen. Juan, any comments? Oh, you're good? Hey, Speed.
A speech, are you sure? Okay, so there you go. Now, I want to thank the fans. It's pretty cool to be here in the 100. I want to thank Indianapolis and everybody at IndyCar. You know, hopefully we can put a hell of a race tomorrow, and maybe I can beat all these guys again. So we'll see.
The American Dairy Association, a longtime sponsor here at the Speedway, will present a trophy to commemorate Juan Pablo's win last May. This trophy reminds us of the legacy of the great Louis Meyer, who originated the Indy milk tradition way back in 1933. And here to make the presentation to Juan Pablo again is Deb Oza, General Manager of the American Dairy Association of Indiana.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It's always thrilling to be here at the magnificent Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and I always want to thank the Holman George family for their vision and stewardship of this place and Indiana treasure. When legendary race driver Louis Meyer pulled into Victory Lane at Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Memorial Day 1933 and asked for a cold glass of buttermilk to quench his thirst after 500 grueling miles, a tradition was born. With his simple request, the late great Meyer, Indy's first three-time winner, established a tradition that has become an endearing part of Indianapolis lore. This year, in celebration of the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500, we are elevating the milk tradition and sharing it with race fans by distributing 100,000 pints of milk. Tomorrow, find one of the 5 milk trucks, get your bottle of milk, put it in your cooler, and when the time is right, toast the winner. And now, it is my great pleasure on behalf of American Dairy Association Indiana and our 1,200 Indiana dairy farm families who take great care to produce the milk that we'll have here tomorrow and that we have everywhere, every single day, to present the Louis Meyer Winner's Drink Milk Award to the 2015 Indianapolis 500 champion, Juan Pablo Montoya.
What the other drivers are trying to do is wear this guy out before tomorrow. Thank you, Deb, and thank you, Juan Pablo. Before we recognize this year's class of drivers and present them with their starters' rings, Chevrolet would like to present a gift to this year's pace car driver, Mr. Roger Penske. Please welcome Mr. Mark Royce, General Motors Global Vice President of Product Development.
Thank you, and welcome everybody to a truly historic occasion. And you know, it's my honor and General Motors' privilege to have Mr. Roger Penske driving our Camaro here for the 100th anniversary of the Speedway. It also marks a special time for Camaro, as it's its 50th anniversary, and also the 50th anniversary of Penske Racing. This moment means a lot to me. It means a lot to all of our employees, and it really means a lot to the world of motorsport as you think back over 50 years of excellence in racing. Most importantly, what Roger and Kathy have meant to open wheel racing here in the United States of America. Through its ups and downs and the trials and tribulations of many different things over the last 100 years, Roger has played a major part of that over his 50-year racing career. So Roger and Kathy, by the way, and Roger were here for my first 500 many years ago, and those memories endure with me forever. So that's the kind of people they are. They're world-class, the teams are world-class, the drivers are world-class. It's a world-class organization. So Roger, congratulations. We're gonna do a little bit of an auto show reveal here. And so we're gonna welcome you up to what is one of one Camaro fabricated by our General Motors employees in the back of our PPO shops in design, thanks to Ed Welburn and his team. So Roger, if you come up, we'll do a little unveiling here.
Hold it up high, Roger, so there you go, so the fans can see this. This caught Roger a little off guard, I think.
Mark, thank you very much on behalf of all of our Penske Racing, Team Penske people. What a real honor, as you know, without Chevrolet and the motor companies that come here to support Indianapolis, we wouldn't have this great race. And to think about the history, and certainly the Holman George family, thank you for what you've done. But to have this memento for the 100th race, and I guess I never had a chance, guys, to sit in the seat and have a chance to drive around this track at 230 miles an hour. I was having trouble at 100, so I'm not sure I'll spin it out in the first corner, but I'll try to keep it on the track. It's a real honor to be able to drive and lead this race. It's something that I'll never forget. So thank you, General Motors. Thank you, Mark and Ed Welburn, your people, and everyone that's made this so special for us. Thank you very much.
And now the part of the program that many of you fans have been waiting for. Herf Jones will continue its long-standing tradition with the presentation of the starters' rings to the 33 drivers who have qualified for tomorrow's Indianapolis 500. This time I'll welcome back Ken Keltner, Herf Jones, to present the starters' rings to this very elite group. And lady and gentlemen, as I announce your name, please step forward to receive your ring. Starting 33rd tomorrow, his 8th race out on the pole back in 2011, the 2009 Indy 500 Rookie of the Year, Alex Tagliani. It will be the 19th race for this next gentleman. He won it all back in 1996. Here at the Speedway, he has turned over 2,700 laps of competition. Driving number 4, Buddy Lazier. Starting in the 31st position inside that last row, 3rd Indianapolis 500 for Jack Hawksworth. The first of 5 rookies in this year's field. In the 30th spot, the 25-car driver, Stefan Wilson. Another rookie will start alongside in the 16 machine, Spencer Piggott. He will start number 28 tomorrow. 3rd race for Brian Clausen. And And yet another rookie with a great family tradition. In the 27th position, Matt Brabham. Indianapolis 500 race number 9 for the 15 car of Graham Rahal. And our lady representative in the field this year, the 5th Indianapolis 500 for Pippa Mann. Starting 24th tomorrow, third race for Connor Daly. Starting 23rd tomorrow, also his third race. Here's Sage Karam. Yet another rookie in this year's field. He will start 22nd. Here is Max Chilton. Starting 21st, the 2015 Indianapolis 500 Rookie of the Year. Starting 26th, finishing 16th. Second race for Gabby Chavez. Twice he has sat on the pole in 2013 and 2014. It'll be the 13th appearance for the 20th position starter, Ed Carpenter. Starting 19th shortly after noon tomorrow, the 6th Indianapolis 500 for Sebastian Bourdais. Our next driver sat on the pole back in 2005. He won it all in 2013. 15th race for the 18th place starter, Tony Kanaan. You've already met him a couple of times. He won it back in 2015, and he is back again. Starting 17th, fourth race for Juan Pablo Montoya. Our next racer had a terrific finish last year. Finished third. It'll be the 6th time out for the 16th place starter, Charlie Kimball. The 2011 Indy 500 Rookie of the Year in his 6th appearance here at the Speedway, starting 15th, J.R. Hildebrand. The 2006 Indy 500 Rookie of the Year, 11th race for the 14th position starter, driving car 27, Marco Andretti. Back in 2008 and again last year, he sat on the pole. He won this famous race in 2008. It'll be the 14th appearance for the 13th position starter, Scott Dixon. Driving for the legend A.J. Foyt, 7th appearance this year. He'll start 12th. It's Takuma Sato. And the final rookie in the field, and what a qualifying run he had. Starting 11th, Alexander Rossi. The 8th appearance here at the famed Oval, starting 10th. Driving car 77, Oriol Servia. Our next driver sat on the pole in 2003, 2007, 2009, 2010. Won it all in 2001, 2, and 9. 16th appearance, starting ninth, Elio Castroneves. He will start from the number 8 position tomorrow. It'll be the 5th time out for Simon Pagenaud. Starting 7th, this will be only his 2nd appearance here at the Indianapolis 500, Mikhail Aloshin. Last year, this driver was 2nd across that finish line. 9th appearance, starting 6th, Will Power. Starting 5th, this driver was the 2013 Indianapolis 500 Rookie of the Year. Started 2nd, finished 2nd. 4th race for Carlos Munoz. Starting in 4th position, equaling his best start of 4th in 2011. It'll be the 10th race for the veteran Townsend Bell. Now, say hello to the front row. Starting outside that front row, the winner in 2014, the 2008 Indy 500 Rookie of the Year, the 9th race for Ryan Hunter-Reay. What a battle we had last Sunday for the pole position. This will be the best starting position, right in the middle of that front row for the 21-car, 5th race for Joseph Newgarden. One of the drivers just asked for a drum roll. I don't think we have one, but we can fake it. This will be the 5th race for this young man. He was not with us last year. He had a previous commitment. He will start in the number 1 spot. Say hello, ladies and gentlemen, to our pole sitter for 2016, James Hinchcliffe. How about a nice round of applause for this entire field? It's one of the best we have ever had. Now it is my pleasure to turn the mic over to Brian Barnhart, the race director of the Verizon IndyCar Series, for final instructions to the drivers. Brian?
Thank you, Jerry, and good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Holman George family, I'd like to welcome you to the most incredible and magnificent sporting arena in the world. And what a fantastic day we had for Carb Day yesterday, and we're hoping for more of the same tomorrow for the biggest race in history, the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500. Special thanks to Mark Miles, Jay Fry, Doug Bowles, Allison Millangton, and the entire staffs of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the Verizon IndyCar Series for their tireless efforts to prepare, organize, and present this wonderful event. And congratulations to those 33 drivers in the starting field. We've had a very successful month of May with thousands of laps in practice, and it will all lead to one of you making history tomorrow. Some highlights for the schedule on Sunday: we'll open the pit gate at 6 a.m. for team pit equipment. Race cars will move to pit lane at 9:30. Cars will grid on the front straightaway at 10:15, and we'll have an engine warm-up at 10:48. Driver introductions are at 11:30. At 11:55, we'll play taps, God Bless America, and the national anthem. Drivers will be called to their cars at 12:06, giving you 9 minutes before the start command at 12:15. Some rules for Sunday for the start: you'll have 3 parade and 1 pace laps, so you'll be going green your 4th time by. The pace car speed will increase by 10 miles an hour on each successive lap, starting at 75 and increasing to 105 on the pace lap. You should remain in your grid formation on the initial lap in 11 rows of 3. You can spread out and warm up on your second and third laps, but you need to reestablish your grid formation and grid spacing as we begin the pace lap. The front rows will begin this in the south end, and everyone should be in position by the backstretch on the pace lap. The pace car, driven by Roger Penske, will lead the field through the north end at a steady pace and enter pit lane. Just past the pit opening, James and the rest of the front row will begin acceleration for the initial start. Everyone should move as a unit. If the field looks good, the green flag will be waved and racing will begin. The key to the good start will be patience and discipline between the rows. Take care of yourself and execute a clean start. Restarts will be single file. The pace car lights will go out on the backstretch. Your dash lights will go back on. No tire warming or weaving after the entry to turn 3. Let the pace car get away down the backstretch and then maintain at least pace car speed as you approach the acceleration zone in the apex of turn 4. As the leader exits turn 4, the green will be waved and racing will resume. All pit entries will be off of turn 4 unless you have an injured car or unless notified differently by the race control frequency. The pit speed limit is 60 miles an hour and clearly marked with the cones at both locations. Pit stops should be made with extreme caution, as many cars will be entering the confined area. Make sure you take care of yourself and your crew in there. Any speeding, running over equipment, or other unsanctioned activities are subject to penalty. The angled pit line at pit entrance is for reference only, just to help to guide you towards the opening. However, at pit exit at the south end of the track, do not cross the middle white line with all 4 tires. Keeping your left side tires on the white line is approved, but crossing it with all 4 will result in a violation. Under a yellow condition, the pits are closed. The pit commit line is located just prior to the pit opening. If you are inside the pit boundary at the time of the caution, your team will receive an instant message notifying you that you're okay to pit. If you don't receive that message, you need to proceed through pit lane without stopping and blend out at the south end of the track. Any cars taking required service in a closed pit will take the restart from the back of the field. Additional service in a closed pit will result in additional penalty. Spotters are located in turns 1 and 3 and can certainly provide good information for you, but don't rely on them to make the decisions for you. If you're doing your job well, the spotter will most likely be providing information you already know. Give racing room, share the racetrack. Don't move your car in response to the movement of a following car for blocking purposes. Race hard, race clean, and be fair. Be respectful of yourself and your fellow drivers. As we prepare for the 100th running of this great event, there's tremendous energy and excitement around the Verizon IndyCar Series. This race is 99 years in the making, and I'd like to take this opportunity for you as drivers in this series to thank the fans. Would you please applaud and acknowledge those assembled? Thank you, guys. I'm often asked what to expect on Sundays and on race days and how it's going to play out. And for this meeting, I reflected back on just the past 10 runnings, which is a small sample of history-making moments. In 2006, in his rookie year, Marco passed his father with less than 10 miles to go in the race, only to be passed by Sam Hornish with less than a quarter of a mile to go. In 2007, Dario Franchitti navigated a rain-shortened race for his first victory. In 2008, Scott Dixon added his likeness to the Borg-Warner. In 2009, Elio put a 3rd trophy next to his dancing shoes. In 2010 and 2012, Dario added wins number 2 and 3 to join the likes of Elio, Bobby Unser, Louis Meyer, Wilbur Shaw, and Johnny Rutherford. And speaking of Johnny Rutherford, how about a round of applause as Johnny pilots the Camaro pace car for one last ride. Thank you, JR. Your support and leadership for IndyCar has been exemplary. In 2011, we once again learned the never give up attitude of Dan Weldon. His improbable finish highlighted his second IndyCar victory. And perennial crowd favorite Tony Kanaan finally embraced the cold milk in victory lane in 2013 with a win that will be remembered for a wild late race restart. In 2014, the Stars and Stripes returned to victory lane as Ryan Hunter-Reay executed an aggressive pass in turn 3 and held off a host of challengers led by Elio. And last year, Juan Pablo Montoya added his second Borg-Warner Trophy, having to work his way all the way back to the front after being last in the early stages of the race and giving Penske Racing his record 16th win in the greatest spectacle in racing. We have a tremendous platform to show the world the most exciting racing offered. Chevrolet and Honda continue to do battle with engines and aero kits and provide spectacular racing. Firestone provides what is simply the best racing tire in the business. Tickets are sold out. Suites and hospitality have been created in areas that have never been used before. You are the best race drivers in the world. I wish each of you both Godspeed and success. Take care of each other. Let's have a safe, fast race, and let's make the 100th running the greatest spectacle in history. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian, very much. We are running a little long, as you might suspect, so what we're going to do is ask the drivers to immediately head to the buses. Fans, give them a little bit of room down there so they can get through here. And they've got to head downtown to the parade. So I want to say thank you to the Holman George family, their special guests, the former drivers here at the Speedway, Roger Penske and the rest of the group. All you fans, special invited fans, tomorrow's going to be a terrific day here at the Speedway. Looking forward to seeing you. That will conclude our 2016 Indianapolis 500 Drivers Meeting.
Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.